Good deal.
All right. So, Tom Welling, Smallville on a new time and a new day on the WB. He should be calling us any second here on the Steve and Vicki Morning Show, right?
Wait, is that him?
Is that him, dude? Oh. Yes, it's him.
Oh, all right.
Wait. Before we do that, we have to get to a very important clip from tomorrow night's show on the WB at 8 o'clock.
This is from the premiere.
I wasn't born anywhere near Smallville. In fact, I wasn't born anywhere near this galaxy.
Kal-El, you have traveled far. One journey has ended. A new journey is about to begin. Welcome home, my son.
It is so good. Smallville on the WB. Love it. And Tom Welling, Clark Kent, a.k.a. Superman, joins us on the Steve and Vicki Show. Good morning.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Dude,
I got to tell you, call me biased, but that clip sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what, man, the show has matured so much. The cinematography, the whole way it was produced, the special effects, it's like watching a movie. It's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. That guy in the clip from that's not the guy in The Godfather. What are you doing, Tom? Ripping us off. Tom?
Yes.
Yeah. My reference to the guy that played in the movie, the original Kal-El.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
great.
get that either.
Okay.
But back to Smallville.
Yes. I'm telling you what, man, you've got a new home now, the 40-story igloo, the Fortress of Solitude. What we've been waiting for seasons to see, we're finally getting to the meat on the best part of the show.
You know, I got to tell you that is the warmest, hottest igloo you've ever seen in your life. It's like 98 degrees on that set, and we all have to pretend it's cold.
Really?
Oh, so it's really hot.
It's actually really hot because of all the lights we use. It's it's all made for camera. It's fun.
And we were going to try to surprise you this morning. We had a phone call into John Schneider, but I don't know what he's doing exactly. He was going to try to call in and bust you on something. He didn't do it this morning.
Oh, I'm glad he didn't.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Are you on the set right now in Vancouver?
Actually, I just dropped the phone.
Wow. That's some superpower.
Look at that.
You got some green kryptonite close by?
Caught it in one hop. Boy,
Caught it in one hop? Yeah. Oh, good. And now it's going out on us.
Oh, no.
Can you hear us, Tom?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so Tom asked, are you on set?
I'm not on set. I go there in a little bit. Yeah, I'm in Vancouver right now, so I woke up a little early over here to hook up with you guys.
Have you bought a house up there with all the years of filming?
No, they hang over your head that you might not be back next season. You might be the most successful show on the WB ever, but we don't know if we're going to have you back next season.
Right,
oh, great.
So every year they've done that. So I have a place up here that I rent.
And not only Smallville is back on the WB tomorrow night, new time and new day, you've got 2 movies coming out, too.
Yeah, I try to have a movie every 6 months come out. It's good for the career, I suppose. I don't know. It just seemed to work out that way.
So you've got The Fog, and then you've got the sequel to Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes.
Did you ever see the original Fog with Adrienne Barbeau in it?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So who's kind of taken her place in this new version of The Fog?
Well, ironically, Selma Blair.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, and she had some...
She doesn't have big boobs.
Well, yeah, she had some big shoes, so to speak, to fit into.
Big shoes. Mm-hmm.
She did a great job. She did a great job.
And without saying anything, because I'm so afraid, Tom and I got a sneak preview of Smallville because I just love Lana. Kristen Kruk, I think she's beautiful. I think the 2 of you together are the most beautiful couple on television.
Wow, thank you.
There's lots. One of the promos we saw was good sex, bad Lex.
You know what? That pretty much sums it up because... even Lana gets in a relationship with Lex this year. So.
What?
Oh, dude, what scoop?
That can't happen. That can't be.
Bald children. It's kind of weird.
So will we see Superman in a sexual situation this season?
There's a little bit of romping going on.
Really? Are you like most men then? Faster than a speeding bullet? Hello? You don't play very well, Tom. I got to tell you.
Well, you'd have to ask Lana about that. I don't know how she can handle it, to tell you the truth.
Right.
Hey, listen, I love it when you're on Red Kryptonite because you turn into the bad boy. Do you enjoy playing that role?
it is a lot of fun, especially when you're playing a character who's nice all the time. It's fun to rip things up and run around and not have to worry about how people feel about it.
And at the very end of the premiere tomorrow night on the WB at 8 o'clock, new day, new time, the show's dedicated to Sam Loeb, who is 17 years old. What's the relationship with he and Smallville?
Well, Sam came and visited us and spent some time with us while he was going through his therapy, and he's since passed. But he touched a lot of people's hearts up in Vancouver. He was a great kid. We had a lot of fun meeting him.
Aw, that's very sweet. Yeah, we were wondering why the show was dedicated to him.
Mm-hmm. And, Vicki and I was telling Stephen, people who may not aren't familiar with Smallville, it's the Superman saga. And, tomorrow's show, we're going to see a lot of stuff incorporated from, like, the Christopher Reeve movies and also the new Superman movie. I've seen some similarities there.
Yeah, there's definitely a conjunction of media between the two. It's going to be a big event to film.
Now, you're married in real life, right, Tom?
Yes, I am.
Any little super babies along the way there?
No, just practicing.
Yeah.
Does your wife call you Superman or the Man of Steel?
Only when I ask her to.
Have you worn the costume?
Will you ever wear a costume or a
will
cape
you ever on Smallville?
Well, she has a Supergirl outfit, so
Oh, your wife does? Oh, baby. Yeah. You are the finest thing. I'm so sorry to say that, but
here they go.
I know.
Hey,
the most beautiful couple on television.
And Tom, if you could have one of your powers, which one would you want?
The X-ray vision could be a lot of fun.
Could be a lot of scary, too, though.
Yeah, when Martha Kent's around.
I don't know. You should see Annette. She's looking pretty good.
I hear you.
Even though she does play my mom, that's kind of weird. But
yeah, Annette O'Toole never quite seemed
old enough
to be your mom. Every time I see her, I just think of that. Did you ever see that Robbie Benson movie, One-on-One, where she plays his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Great movie.
And I know you got to go, but quickly, new characters coming on this season, Brainiac and Aquaman.
We got Brainiac, Aquaman, yeah.
You're bored with this whole thing, aren't you?
Oh, no.
You were hoping to be on Lost, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, tell John Schneider I said, hey, I'm the guy that heckles him all the time, and we know it's a pain to call, but we really appreciate it.
And we love the show.
John's got him on call block. Thanks, Tom.
You guys don't have caller ID, right?
No.
Oh, no, not at all. No. And we don't even know that star thing to hit to see the number. No.
That's right.
Well, thanks for reminding me. I'm going to hit it right now.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Tom Welling, new season on the WB Small Show.
Tom Welling's on the phone live from New York City. He's the star of Smallville, which has its season debut. I guess the premiere is Wednesday night. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. How are you?
You don't know how long we've been trying to, because Vicki and our morning show, huge fans of the show, we've been trying to get you on with us for years, and they always say, well, he's kind of shy.
He's busy.
Well, good morning, Vicki.
Hi, how are you?
It's Superboy.
And we watched The Kiss from last season over and over and over again.
We've got it on TiVo. Tom actually is playing with the action figures that we got from the WB. We've got Lex, Lana, and Clark here in the studio just so we can make you feel right at home.
Well, so am I. That's such a coincidence.
Oh, that's cool.
Tom, were you actually a big Superman fan before this all started?
I wasn't. I'd seen the movies when I was a kid, but it wasn't until I got this role that I started to get reintroduced to a lot of the mythology. But I try to stay away from it a little bit so I don't get too confused.
And this is a whole new kind of thing for everybody that's into this Superman, Superboy kind of thing.
Yeah, it's completely different in the way that it's before everything we've ever known about Superman and Clark Kent in Metropolis. It's sort of his the way he's grown up and the way he's trying to figure out who he is, which gets him to where we all know him as Superman in Metropolis.
I like that you're discovering your powers very slowly. That every now and then a new power comes into play on the show.
And I love when you take your shirt off and you see the Superman logo kind of burned into your skin. I love that.
I
think it's cool you let Petey in on the deal, so you have someone who can confide in.
Yeah, it's fun. That way there's some enjoyment that can come out of it and not just this whole guilt-stricken, poor me kind of thing.
But we last left you, Tom. You were under the influence of red kryptonite. And that's got to be a fun part to play, because I love when you turn evil.
Because you're even sexier when you're a bad boy.
This is my favorite radio tour.
Isn't this great? Tom, let me break up the sex chat here. What kind of SPF does Lex Luthor use on his head? Shouldn't you suggest something to that guy? You're supposed to be friends with him, I think.
I think he uses some form of kryptonite for his suntan lotion, I'm sure.
Now, is it true you turned down the role of the young Clark Kent twice?
Yes.
Why?
Well, they weren't given too much information about what it was. They were just saying Superman in high school. But it wasn't until they actually let me read a script that I realized it was something that was focused more on Clark trying to be normal rather than trying to be a superhero and saving everyone. Though he does that anyway, it's just more about the humanity side of him.
So now you're glad you did it, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Who do you think's the better Superman, you, Christopher Reeve, or Dean Cain?
Oh, come on. Tom Welling is the only Superman.
See, this is my favorite one yet.
Yeah.
But I tell you got to actually work with Christopher Reeve, which was really pretty exciting, I bet.
Yeah, last year I actually flew to New York for a couple days, and we worked together, and that was a great experience. He's a terrific guy.
Now, where did you come from? Because I'm sure I would remember you.
Planet Krypton. Didn't you see the movie, Vicki?
No, I mean, I'm talking about the real Tom
Marlon
Welling.
Brando's his dad.
He actually graduated in 1995 from high school in Michigan. He's a former model. What else would you like to know? Shoe size 14. He has a
14. I knew I was in love.
Don't you want to come and live with us now, Tom?
I might stay for a few days.
Yeah, see?
Well,
We
John
would like
Schneider, who actually came to Six Flags to unveil the Superman roller coaster, we rode together, and I was trying to pry information about when you and Lana would actually hook up, and you finally did last season, which was an amazing show.
It happens again this season.
It does. Oh, and because you are two of the most beautiful people in Hollywood. People must tell you that all the time.
No, but I love hearing it.
I actually think Dean Cain's cuter. But,
No way. Oh.
He's all yours.
But you got married, last year?
Yes.
Okay, let's not talk about that.
somebody in show business? Are you married to somebody that you met on the set?
No, somebody from before all this craziness.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like to keep kind of low-key when you're away, and you don't show up at a lot of Hollywood parties, I take it, and that kind of thing.
Not too many.
Yeah.
Are you a really romantic type of guy?
Of course.
Oh.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done?
Yeah.
We want to know.
Just the last romantic thing you've done for your wife.
Wow. The most romantic thing I've ever done for my wife?
Yeah.
Well, we went to Paris for a honeymoon. That was fairly
That's
romantic.
wonderful. 10 points right there.
Were you
10
recognized over there? Do people know who you were?
No.
points. They didn't?
No.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, that's what I kept asking them. I kept introducing myself to random people, but they didn't really get it.
That's so great.
Tom, you didn't fly her to that big ice palace thing? I would have taken her there. That was kind of cool. I like that thing. With all the crystals that come out of the ground.
Are you guys, I know you're filming in Vancouver. Are you on a break now? What's going on?
We'll have a few days here in New York to do some press for the premiere, which is Wednesday night. And then I go back and we start shooting again.
Yeah, it's kind of funny you mentioned that at the outset that you had seen the Christopher Reeve Superman films when you were a kid and everything. So I'm kind of thinking the timeline, having John Schneider as your dad, that was during the whole Dukes of Hazzard thing.
Oh, it's exactly the time.
So you ever call him Bo Duke?
No. I saw one person do it, and I haven't seen that person since.
I understand.
So can you give us a hint what might be happening on the season opener?
Oh, yeah. Clark comes back from being in Metropolis for a few months under the influence of red kryptonite, which is also actually like a drug for Clark, where he isn't necessarily evil, but he has no consequences for his actions.
He's a
just does
sexy
whatever
bad
he
boy.
wants. And, yes.
Red kryptonite.
Go ahead.
Continue.
He comes back to Smallville sort of check up on everybody and see how things are going, and Lana's got a new boyfriend. Yeah. And, Clark's family is trying to move on and without him, and so he comes back, and he's got a lot to deal with.
Wow.
Hey.
This Wednesday
at 8.
8 o'clock on the WB noon night.
Yeah, WB 36 here locally.
Thanks, Tom. You're
Red
just
kryptonite.
as nice as I thought you would be.
Thanks, Vicki.
Yeah.
Hey, tell John Schneider we said, hey, lots of love here from Atlanta.
I will.
All right, man. Hope you get off that red kryptonite.
Thank you.
Same stuff Whitney's on, by the way. I don't know if anybody told you that, but I saw it in the trades. Take care, Tom. It's Tom Welling on the Steve and Vicki Show.